There are many places where your career can prosper. There are some places where you can find a lifestyle of exceptional quality. And there are a very few places, like Door County, Wisconsin, that can offer you both. The Door County Peninsula is home to a distinctive and successful community of businesses and entrepreneurs whose products are marketed locally and globally. They have discovered that Door County is much more than a wonderful place to vacation. It's also a beautiful and inviting place to live and raise a family. They set their goal at having it all. In Door County, they found that they could. More than a dozen safe and welcoming communities are sprinkled throughout the Door County Peninsula. Over 300 miles of natural shoreline invite you to kick off your shoes for a peaceful stroll in the sand, to stargaze aboard a sailboat with the wind as your guide, or arouse your senses with abundant theater, music, and art. Business by nature. Work all day and play all night in the wonderful natural splendor of the Door County Peninsula.
We had vacation for a couple of years in Door County. Loved the area. We're talking about growing our family and raising kids, and really this was the ideal place from our standpoint with what we saw as far as schools go and the whole environment up here. The values, the great Midwestern values are apparent. And we're fortunate enough to get an opportunity to move up to a company that really fit the bill from my career standpoint.
I distinctly remember the first time I was ever in Sturgeon Bay. It was in the summer, and having spent a lot of my growing up years in the Northwest, especially around Everett, Washington, Mukilteo, Washington, Tulalip, places like that with the Puget Sound and that country up there, it just immediately, I had that same feel. It just really reminded me of that country that I really loved.
I enjoy raising my family here. I want to raise my children here because, like I said, everybody kind of watches out for everybody, and you can let your kid walk 10 blocks to school and not have to worry about them whatsoever because it's just a safe place to be.
About 4 years ago, I got a postcard in the mail saying that Ministry of Door County was looking for an internist. And I wasn't really looking, but I said to my wife, that's kind of interesting. And we hadn't really vacationed much in Door County, but we knew of it, obviously, and decided to look into it. And we did, and I was immediately, of course, very impressed and very wowed by the natural beauty of the area. But with this facility, the corporate culture was so outstanding, the opportunity was so good. The comment basically was to my wife, how do we say no to this? And she said, we don't.
To me, Door County is a unique place. I've been all over the country and a lot of other places, and there is no place that is actually the same as Door County.
When you move here, you find there's not a lot of reason to leave here. It's got all the amenities of a big city, but it's in a small community, in a small county where people just continue to care very much about what we're becoming and what we want to be.
I think Door County has a pretty mass appeal, and for whatever purposes you're looking for. If you're an outdoors person and you like biking and hiking, camping, all of those things are available in abundance. They have a tremendous park system in the county. If you're an outdoors person that's interested in hunting and fishing, it is among the best. And those opportunities are right out your door.
Between the boating that's here, the fishing, the hunting, the beaches, absolutely gorgeous state parks, the lighthouses. I am a road bicycle rider. I am a Harley-Davidson rider. You can't beat this place in terms of bicycling and motorcycle riding. Most of the roads here are country roads that are absolutely gorgeous. There isn't much traffic on them, and everywhere you look, it's beautiful.
But the nice thing is that when the snow flies and it gets cold, it opens up a whole bunch of other things that people don't necessarily think about. Ice fishing is a really big event here with all of the water. There's a lot of people in the community that love to get out on the ice and ice fish or go ice skating. That's a new thing for my family this winter. They found that they love ice skating.
Well, what it would look like to you is that, first of all, when you cross into Door County, you're going to run into a rural setting, rural life. You've got a number of dairy farmers and cherry farmers, so you're going to see rural setting, a couple of small burgs as you make your way north. Certainly when you come into Sturgeon Bay, obviously a bit of a larger town that has all the amenities of things that you'd want to see in Green Bay or some of the larger towns around us. And as you drive north, you'd find yourself into more of a recreational area.
Yeah, if you think of a fishing village in New England, we've got those on both sides of the peninsula. The gentle rolling hills with all the rock formations we have here because of the Niagara Escarpment make this so very special. The cleanliness, the way people maintain their properties from farms to homes to businesses, that's very special.
I love the fact that I'm able to have employment that enables me to make a good living, as well as living in a quiet, scenic area. If I do want to get exposure to some things in the bigger city, Green Bay is only 40 minutes away now.
I think one of the most significant benefits are that you're not fighting traffic to and from work every day.
You don't necessarily have to live in a large metro area to have opportunity, and Door County is an example, a rare example maybe, of one of those places. Good places to work, large companies, established companies, good paying jobs, and you don't have to put up with the proverbial rat race, if you will, that comes with a little bit larger city.
One of the things that I think is so special about this community is how welcoming and caring everyone is. You know your neighbors. The fact that there's always some sort of benefit or fundraiser taking place, and it's not only just family and friends that attend those activities, it's the entire community in many cases, and it's just a tremendous outreaching of support and caring for one another. And I think that's just something really special about this area that you're not going to see in a big city.
It's a very engaged community. People are very engaged in the schools here. They're very much supportive of all of the nonprofit organizations that we have in Door County. It's a great quality of life.
Especially in the work environment, people are very much like family. I was very impressed when I interviewed here how people were very open, very sharing, very giving of what they do, how they do it. And that's been something that I have not been as familiar with in a larger environment.
We came to Door County as outsiders, obviously, some years back, but we've never felt like outsiders here.
And it's very welcoming as far as involving people that are coming from outside of the area. And I think part of that is because the community is half made up of natives and half made up of those individuals that have chosen to come and relocate here.
When we moved to Door County, it was primarily because of my job opportunity, and that added a little bit of hesitation for my wife, knowing that she was going to have to leave what she was currently doing in the state of Michigan. And when she arrived in the county, was able to find a full-time position at our local hospital, and where she's been ever since. I think the biggest thing for her is that our children have made a good adjustment and are extremely happy in the schools. She absolutely loves it here. The Y here is exceptional. It's much larger than I ever would have imagined a YMCA to be for a town of this size. But they've got great offerings, pools, wonderful programs. My son does soccer through the Y and looks forward to it every season.
The fact that it was a great place to raise a family is why 3 of my children are still in town here. And I've got 12 grandchildren, and they're all going to the, they all love growing up here and raising their kids here also. And there aren't a lot of places around the country where you can say that the kids are going to come back and stay.
Door County is a safe place to live. In this world, that's something I think we all think about. It's got great schools. We've got 5 school systems in Door County, and they're all good. That's a wonderful thing. So, we've got a community where people feel safe, feel comfortable, are committed to the community, committed to family, and have schools that support all that good.
It's a special lifestyle here and something that I value greatly.
It's the people in Door County that make it so great. I can't think of a better place to live and work.
It's just such a great place to raise a family.
This is a great place to live. It's a place where people should want to come and should want to spend time with their family and hopefully enjoy what I found to be just what I believe to be one of the greatest places on earth to live.
Do you love Door County?
I love Door County.
iLoveDoorCounty.com. The natural beauty.
The people.
The spectacular homes.
All of this can be yours every day. Visit iLoveDoorCounty.com to see all homes, lots, condos, and commercial properties for sale in Door County. Let David Kaster show you the real advantage. Wanting to sell? Get worldwide exposure for your listing. Contact David Kaster at Coldwell Banker, the Real Estate Group, and iLoveDoorCounty.com. Purveyors of the Door County lifestyle.